So today we're going to take a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. We're now on episode 53 of the series, and in the last episode we saw Alaska invade the Saskatchewan country over here, and the USM get even bigger. And I don't remember what else we saw. Oh yeah, we also saw the Tibetan Union happen over here. This was a long time coming, as the countries over here had very similar culture to one another, so it was just a matter of time before it happened. And I'm pretty sure that's all happened. Oh yeah. A nuclear crisis happened over here in Western Europe. Now, I'm not going to explain because I'm too lazy, so in case you haven't watched this episode or forgot, go back then and you'll be recapped quickly. So yeah, let's get started. So first off, the Croatian warlord guy is going to be invading the Belgrade country. The Belgrade country, although they kind of saw this coming, they didn't know when it would happen. It was just a matter of time. So, how quickly the Belgrade country falls over to the Croatian might. Now let's take a look at the peace treaty. And in this peace treaty, Belgrade gets fully annexed by the Croatians. And Croatia would see Slovenia as their next target. But first off, they are kind of strong. Number 14 in strength, I'm pretty sure. And, nukes. And, yeah, so that's probably a bad idea. So let's move on to the next shenanigans. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering why India has just let this fascist country stay up here, it's because they don't want to have a repeat of what happened when the other guy tried this. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I just want to clarify that real quick, so let's continue on. Next up, the USM is going to be gaining a new member, that being in the country of Nebraska. And Alaska's like, okay, sure, do that, I guess. And if you're wondering somehow why Alaska's reacting like that, it's because, these guys kind of like were their pals. So they're kind of like, I wonder how this happened. Well, it's because that was a one-sided friendship. Yeah, just a one-sided friendship. So now let's move on to the next thing I want to talk about. Now next up, we're actually going to be moving to North Africa, because there's a certain country here that I want to talk about, and their name is Morocco. Basically, let's move on to the ideology layer. Morocco is a constitutional monarchy, which means it's more of a democratic monarchist state. Hey, but it's actually going to be, well, something bad is going to be happening, as somebody unannounced and somehow managed to turn this country into a dictatorship. And that's no bueno. But you want to know what's even worse than this? Yes, it gets even worse. The dictator kind of, they do something bad. Immediately when they inaugurate themselves, okay, Painton, I almost crashed my mind, but yeah, the dictator turns Morocco into a fascist country, and the whole world is like, whoa, that's not good. And Morocco kind of want to expand their borders. Morocco has decided that Algeria deserves to receive the wrath of the Moroccan Empire. It's not an empire. It soon will be. That's right, these guys call themselves the United Moroccan Empire. So, Morocco will send their troops on over into Algeria, and Algeria is a bit confused because A, the GC haven't done anything about international affairs, because they claim to be just a tensions easer, like they ease up tensions. So, and Algeria calls their bluff, but nothing it can do. And they are also wondering why Morocco is doing this, because Algeria is stronger than Morocco. Let's see if that actually checks out here. So the Moroccans are going to push on over and are starting to threaten this major city. But the Algerians do manage to push Morocco back over here a little bit and kick them out of their country over here. But they're not going to enter, as they prefer to hold up a defensive front over here. Morocco smashes a bunch of their troops over here and are now threatening this major city a lot. And so, after a while fighting, the Battle of Wolf 3 makes up a name. And, Morocco wins that battle. But the frontier slowed down as Algeria is not messing around, as they push back a lot of their troops over here. And Morocco is like, crikey. Moroccans don't say crikey, that's Australians. But my point is Algeria is now pushing into Morocco. And in case you're wondering, yes, this is the same Algerian country from all those years ago, the one that kind of went on a conquest and kind of died. Yeah, that Algeria. And Morocco's like, this is not. It's like, oh crap, this is not good. So what are they gonna do? They're going to blitz on over, getting eerily close to this major city and starting to threaten the capital city of this country. Yeah, it's not looking so good for Algeria here. But right as Algeria starts doing extremely well over here, they're pushing on over to this major city and starting to threaten this area. Something really bad for the Algerians is gonna happen. And basically the gray country over here joins the war. And you're probably wondering, why is this gray country joining the war? It's because they're kind of cooked, and they think if they get more land up here, they'll be less cooked. So they send in forces trained in the desert to capture this major city and just continue to watch on over here. Hence, Algeria hadn't really considered the idea of a potential desert intruder. This invasion probably happened a while ago, and so they're probably out like here now. And that's when Algeria is like, oh shit. So Algeria next loses this major city over here, and are now losing these two guys. And now Algeria has to relocate some of their offenses over here, managing to lead to a Moroccan pushback over here, and the recapturing of this major city, and the strengthening of the supply line over here. Algeria is like, oh no. I don't want this, guys. You don't want the sauce. All too bad for Algeria, as the Moroccans capture this major city and are on the outskirts of the capital city. And that's when Algeria goes, all right, I surrender. You win. Just don't do anything bad to my people, please. Can't promise that. So yeah, let's take a look at this peace treaty. And given this peace treaty, Algeria loses like 90% of their land. They're just reduced to their core territories as Morocco gets even longer, and this guy looks more like a square. If you're wondering why Morocco didn't get as much land as I was hinting that they were gonna go towards, yeah, this is the reason why. Otherwise, this border would have looked extremely ugly. Actually, I'm gonna test out those borders. Okay, I switched some stuff around. Okay, yeah, this looks better. I'll be honest. Yeah. But now we are going to take Morocco to the religion layer real quick. Because Morocco is mostly the red religion, and due to the land they just got, they now have lots of pink religion countries. And you know, the leader, the dictator of this country doesn't really like that very much. So what's the logical choice in this situation? Oh no, no. He's doing the thing, guys. He's doing the thing. Yeah, y'all are cooked. Y'all are cooked. The genociding goes to like about here till like here. But yeah, it's gonna get worse from here. That's all I'll say. And by the way, in Morocco is going to make their own alliance. That's gonna be the Pentagon Alliance. And this alliance, as of right now, just consists of them and the Sahara country over here, as they've become really close. What? They've become really close, and you know, with them coming close, the dictator's just gonna yeah, now they're closer. And yeah, now let's move on from this area. But trust me, in the next few episodes, we'll be coming back to this area a lot. That's all I'll say. Let's actually move on. Now, for this next event, and the Sudan country is going to move their capital from a less deserty area, you could say. Basically, what I'm getting at is that they are going to move their capital to this city over here. And you're probably wondering, why did I move their capital over there? Well, basically, river. Yeah, this major city is right on a river. Now, this might look cursed for a bit, but I'll fix it. Actually, you know, I can't deal with this anymore. It does look cursed, so I'm gonna move it again. Okay, that's better. Now let's get into an actual event. And next up, we are going to be updating the nuclear numbers because I'm too lazy to update the GC, so I'm just going to be updating the nukes. So, the Turkish Union is gonna go from 897 nukes with 30 in foreign soil to 1,014 nukes with 40 in foreign soil. Yeah, that's right, we've reached the thousands. They've added 10 nukes in foreign soil. Now I'm just gonna be straight with y'all, China gets all of them. So with 10 more nukes, China is given a total of 17 nukes. And why are they doing that? Because 5, 9, 10, 12, and then there's all of this. So yeah, China just needs to be stacked up. Now, right, the next door neighbor of India is now going to update their nuclear numbers. They're gonna go from 888 nukes with 25 in foreign soil to 1,000 nukes with 30 in foreign soil, which means they've added 5 in foreign soil. Now let's see where those nukes are. They are gonna place their 5 nukes in Tibet, and as they don't see anywhere else to be good of use with nukes, because a lot of their territory is just to match with another territory. So yeah, and there's no more nuclear numbers to be updated, so that'll be it for this video. Oh, please leave a like and subscribe, smash the notification bell, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye bye.